Welcome to Strangeways Alt.Rewind, presented in conjunction with Slicing Up Eyeballs. I'm your host, Velvet Rebel, coming at you from isolation. Be sure to hit subscribe below, keep you updated on all the latest music, news, and shows. This week, we asked you to vote for some of your favorite OMD songs and albums. We'll count that down in a little bit, but first, the week in music news. In new music, Oasis, yes, Oasis, have released a demo for the song Don't Stop. Noel found the song while sorting out some unmarked CDs while at home. He sings lead on it, and of course, Liam was less than impressed, but it's more about what you think. Have a listen.
God gives me grace, then He will find me a space. I hope I'll be singing this song. Don't stop being happy.
Ministry's new album and tour plans might be disrupted by the global pandemic, but the first taste of the new material sounds perfectly suited to these uncertain times. The industrial metal of Alert Level challenges the listener over and over with the simple question, how concerned are you? Is everything you'd expect from Ministry? This is Alert Level. Also in new music, the hotly anticipated debut from Manchester's Ist is released today. I tuned into the YouTube listening party for Architecture yesterday, and the album exceeds the hype. This is the sort of album that you remember where you were the first time you listened to it. Joy Division's Unknown Pleasures, Interpol's Turn on the Bright Lights, it hits with that much power. Hard to pick a favorite track from this post-punk tour de force, but I really adore everything about Your Mind. Here is a little listen.
Trying to make the mind a body, so to pass the time. You're mine, you're mine, you're mine, you're mine.
Record Store Day has again been postponed. It will now be spread across 3 different Saturdays, August 29th, September 26th, and October 24th. Not sure what you think of that, but I am really disappointed by the announcement. Getting up before dawn to stand in line, hoping to beat those people out just to resell the releases was already losing its charm. On June 1st, the list will be announced with which stores will have which records and on which date. A lot to keep track of there. Quarantine has been a little hit or miss with all the online content each week, but not when it involves Nick Cave. His Bad Seed TeeVee is streaming around the clock with rare footage from his entire career. Refreshingly, there's no way to pick what you're listening to or even scroll ahead, so you kind of just tune in and lose yourself in Nick Cave for a few hours. While doing so, you might come across something unique like this.
I like an attentive audience that isn't looking through an iPhone. You know, I like a playful audience. You know, I get a lot from, especially the front row. I'm a kind of front row performer. It's about the kind of tension between the people that I can see, the first few rows, that kind of empower me on stage.
Another week with Alt.Rewind and another week of more at-home performances. Let's face it, this is all we can enjoy when it comes to live music for the foreseeable future, so I am no longer resisting it. First up this week is Tim Booth, lead singer of James. His 10-minute performance from home is full of smiles. Have a look.
Sing myself to sleep, a song from the darkest hour, secrets I can't keep inside of the day. I swing from high to deep, extremes of sweet and sour. Hope that God exists, I hope, I pray. Drawn by the undertow, my life is out of control. I believe this wave will bear my weight, so let it flow. Oh, sit down, oh, sit down, oh, sit down. Sit down next to me. Sit down.
Crowded House closed the social distance this week with a live performance of Don't Dream It's Over, a very appropriate choice for 2020. They put on their fancy pajamas for this one, so be sure to check it out.
Now I'm walking again to the beat of a drum, and I'm counting the steps to the door of your heart. Only shadows ahead, barely clearing the roof. Get to know the feeling of liberation and release. Hey now, don't dream it's over. Hey now, when the world comes in, they come to build a wall between us. We know that they won't win.
Few 80s bands are still delivering live shows with as much energy and passion as orchestral maneuvers in the dark. If you don't believe me, tune in on May 9th to YouTube for a screening of previously unseen footage from the band's 2019 show at the legendary Eventum Hammersmith Apollo. This week was the anniversary of the release of Junk Culture, the band's 5th album. To mark their birthday, we put the OMD catalog to the vote and asked you for your favorite songs from Junk Culture as well as your favorite OMD albums overall. So let's count it down. Here are the top 5 songs on Junk Culture as voted by you. Number 5, Never Turn Away. Coming in, number 4 was Love and Violence. One of the big singles, Locomotion. Number 3. Number 2 was Talking Loud and Clear. And your number 1 song on Junk Culture, could it be anything but Tesla Girls? This week we also took a poll on your favorite OMD albums, and the results had me a little off guard. Coming in number 13 was, let's be honest, one of the more forgotten ones, Universal. But coming in number 12 was English Electric. If you haven't listened to this album, please do yourself a favor and check it out. It is absolutely fantastic. Coming in number 11 was the dance-oriented Liberator. Number 10 is one of my personal favorites and actually the first article I ever wrote for Strangeways Radio, and that is Sugar Tax. Coming in number 9 was one of their commercial peaks in the Pacific Age. Number 8, the debut album OMD. Coming in number 7 is their most recent release, The Punishment of Luxury. If you take all the singles out of the equation, you said, what is your favorite album start to finish? I would actually vote The Punishment of Luxury number 1 for myself. Coming in number 6 was the band's return to form with The History of Modern. Coming in number 5 is the super eclectic Dazzle Ships, which kind of confounded people at the time, but has aged extremely well. Coming in number 4 was Crush. Number 3, Organization. Number 2, the album we just counted down your favorite songs from, Junk Culture. And that leaves the number 1 OMD album as voted by you, and that is Architecture and Morality.
She's leaving. She waited for so long. But as she left, she gave her all.
Thank you again for tuning in to another episode of Alt.Rewind. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel below to get all the latest news and Strangeways shows. This Sunday, Strangeways is hosting Is There Something I Should Know? Great title. Trivia game for all you classic alternative music fans. Head over to Strangeways Radio's Facebook page for all the event details. The winner takes home $25, so put your music knowledge to the test with the Strangeways team and maybe make some money. Thanks again for tuning in. Wash your hands, wear a mask, stay safe.